Hi, this is Kim Hilton. Thank you for joining me. Today's topic is titled, The Blisters of the Saints. Recently, I watched a video of a Christian who had been unfairly treated for making a stand for Christ. In this video, the story carried a great deal of sadness with many tears and weeping while telling of what had happened. I was touched by the story. However, I felt something stirring within me again that I have been feeling for some time. I feel that Christians do not really understand. Standing for morality within an immoral world has a price. Standing for Christ is difficult. Christianity is not to be comfortable. Christianity is not to be easy. It never has been. Blending in is easy. Somewhere in the modern day church there is a foolish blindness of belief that standing for Christ is easy and it's good and it shouldn't make things hard on a Christian. Somewhere in this modern day church there's this mindset that life should be easy, smooth, comfortable, and flow easily. Currently, the way Christians are crying and whining when mistreated gives lack of dignity to Christianity. Of course it isn't fair to be mistreated. Of course it isn't fair to have rights taken away. Of course it isn't fair to be killed for believing in Jesus Christ. But we must remember it is our choice to stand up as a Christian. And once we do, the crying and whining must stop. When we read about the stoning of Stephen, was Stephen weeping and sobbing because of his treatment? When Paul was writing about his unbelievable journey of what all was done to him, do we read about him wiping his eyes and sobbing while telling how horrible it was? Person after person whom we read about, who died for the cause of Christ, who was persecuted for his name, none wept, sniffled, and sobbed, claiming mistreatment. Jesus Christ himself did not even cry on the cross. Why? Because he chose to be there. We must truly understand the blisters of the saints. Do we think Christianity means driving around in a comfortable car, live in a nice house, have money in the bank, have a good job, and be warm at night when we go to sleep? Where did this foolish belief enter into the modern day church? Do we not understand that we as Christians are instructed to give all up for Christ, knowing that we will be persecuted, just as the prophets of old were treated and as the apostles were also treated? Now we have the truth behind what is going on. No one wants to feel any pain. No one wants to feel the price or experience loss. This is why Christians are silent. This is why Christians are being taken over by a different faith. This is why the world cannot see Christians standing up against the immoral world. Standing up against an immoral world has a painful price. Webster's dictionary defines painful as affected with pain, to feel distress or trouble, nasty, bitter, traumatic, miserable. To feel pain for Christ is not just giving your extra money. It's giving all if needed. It's not just giving a little extra food. It's giving all if needed. It's not just giving a blanket. It's giving your clothes to the naked. It's most certainly not just standing at the courthouse steps with a group of people on a set date. It's easy to stand in a group. The only thing you might get from that is dirty shoes and a sore back. Of course, all of these things are good things to do. But we must go beyond what is comfortable. Consider this pivotal question. If you were told there were armed guards at the courthouse in your town, shooting any Christian who shows up in disagreement with the evil slipping into government and to your town, what would you do? How many Christians would show up, knowing that they would be shot for arriving and showing themselves as a Christian? Would you go? Paul would. Peter would. Mary Magdalene would. John would. John the Baptist would. David would. Moses would. I could go on and on. So many of the strong prophets, leaders, apostles, and martyrs since the time of Christ, we read about, we quote them, we even identify with, yet we are completely clueless to the price that they personally paid for their love of God. Today, the modern-day Christian, rather than standing proud when persecuted, cries and whines, showing how unwilling we are to pay the price for who we claim to be. We claim, oh, it's not fair. What's wrong? We should know what's wrong. We should know what's going on. Standing up for Christ means making yourself known. Standing up when everyone else stays seated will be painful. Someone will call you out. Someone will make you a target. Someone will find a way to mistreat you for your stand. People you work with say they don't like you. People that you work with say they don't want to work with you. People that you're around suddenly have things against you. This is part of it. Someone will make you a target. Someone will find a way to mistreat you for your stand. Understand, the saints felt those same blisters. The saints felt the same pain. The saints felt the same mistreatment, and they stood up anyway. They praised God for their blisters. They praised God for their scars. The saints felt death, and they praised God in their last breath. Have you looked at your scars lately? Actually, do you even have any? You can always reach me through my website at onetruechurch.org. That's the number 1truechurch.org. This is Kim Hilton. Thank you, and God bless you.